Hello everyone, it's me, Vaxen Jets, and this is Prison Architect. Prison Architect is kind of a tycoon simulator game where you have to build and manage a prison. I'm a huge fan of this game, it's probably one of my favorite games other than Ace Combat. I'm playing this game in between all of the Ace Combat games, because, I don't know, I don't want to get too burnt out on them, kind of like what I did with the Ace of Aces series. So, these videos will probably be a bit more edited than my Ace Combat 4 Let's Play, because, there's not tons of action in these types of games. But anyways, so I'm going to be doing a large map, going to have forests in it, because you get a lot of money that way. Going to have gangs, because those are very exciting. Then weather, because, I don't know, it's kind of fun. And I think I'll just do the regular prison warden. So, let's begin. Alright, got a lot of trees here, and you can see all my workers arriving. So, let's think. What would be the best way to design this prison? So, obviously I'm going to need a reception area, so the prisoners will have someplace to go when they first arrive. And I think I'll try to have a wide hallway in between there, so everyone can pass through easily. Let me think though. I'm going to need to design an office block for all my staff members, because in this game, as you can see, you have to hire a warden, then accountant, chief, all these kinds of people that are integral to running a prison. So, let's just get that started first. I'll need a 4x4 room, but 4x5 works pretty well too. In fact, I'll actually make this little area let's see. Yeah, let's make it 8 meters. So, 4x4. Yep, this all looks good. So, I'll tell my workers to get to work on building this, and soon we'll have our first building set up. And obviously we'll need a door for it. Can't get in otherwise. Now, I suppose I should start getting to work on the whole actual prison part. So, we'll have this big hallway that'll serve as kind of a choke point for searches and stuff, for stuff that's coming into the prison. And let's see. You know what? I think I'm gonna set up this area so I can add more offices if I need to later. So this is 8 meters. And wait. Let's see. This is 8 meters, so should be able to just set this up in this particular way. And that'll leave me a bit of room to expand when I need to. Now, as I said earlier, we're going to need a reception area. So, I guess at the front of the prison is going to be as good as a location as any. So, what would be some good dimensions for it? You know what? I'm gonna move this to where it's right here. This to where it's right here. And we can have the reception area be let's see. I kinda like having even numbers for everything. It looks nicer in my opinion. So we'll have this be 8x15. I guess that's as even as I'll get it. And we'll have a little doorway right here, so just as an extra line of defense in case of any escapes. Oh yeah, I gotta set the workers to build all this stuff. Now, at this point, we have to figure out what kind of prisoners we want. I'm thinking about doing maximum security because you get the most money for those, but it's also the most difficult. but I bet that'll be the most fun to watch, so let's do that. Let's see. Come on, there we go. And a lot of the intake closed just in case I don't finish all my stuff by the first day. I'm gonna have some big hallways in this prison, so mobility isn't hampered. Crowds will really, slow down the whole flow of the prison. And I'm building these right here as a staff hallway, just in case, workers need to get somewhere, but they don't want to have to deal with the prisoners. Because they can be a very violent bunch. Trust me. Let's see. So this little area I've carved out right here is going to serve as the yard of the prison. It's where the prisoners go to exercise and to kind of fulfill some of their needs so they don't get too angry. And now at this point, it looks like I'm going to have to figure out how to make a good cell block. I don't want to do... So, you have a couple choices for your cells. You can do either cells or dormitories. Dormitories let you have multiple prisoners, but it's kind of bad if one prisoner starts getting pissed off in there, because then the other prisoners in there will get pissed off, and then you've got, instead of just having one guy to fight off, you have to fight off 4 of them, and it can get a bit crazy. I think I'm just going to stick with one of my old designs, because although I haven't tested it on a maximum security prison, I get the feeling it'll translate pretty well. This particular layout I'm going to do is going to have the canteen right here where the prisoners eat, the kitchen right here, and then here's that staff hallway I talked about, and then I'm going to have a utilities thing, so each cell block has its own self-contained utilities, so just in case something goes wrong, like there's a fire or something, the whole prison won't go crazy. But actually, at this point in the game, I probably don't need to start doing cell blocks. Probably be in my best interest to only have a holding cell. It's kind of a temporary solution, but it works just fine. Alright, so I'm going to have my holding cell up here, my canteen down here, and my temporary kitchen right here. This isn't going to... I'll probably change this stuff a bit later, but for now, I'll do fine with this, and... Oh shit, looks like I've run out of money. Well, that's why you gotta do a few grants when you first start the prison. So I'm going to do the basic detention center, and basically, you get a little bit of money at the beginning, and you have to fill out all these needs to get the last bit. And then I'll do the administration center, because you gotta have that pretty early in the game. And let's set this fast forward. Also, I'm gonna construct a little storage area right up here, because it's not very good to have all these logs over here. It looks very bad in my opinion. As you can see, they're getting to work. Put a large shale door right here, which will let people actually get into the prison. Because the prison isn't very effective if you can't actually get in it. So the first rooms of the prison are starting to come into place. Not sure why that wall was built there. Guess I'll have to tear it down. But, anyways. So, I'll build a wall right here. Or no, I'll build one right here. Kind of separate this area from where all the prisoners are. Because the prisoners, if they get angry, your staff are gonna have a pretty bad time. Alright, so I'm gonna be zoning my first room. I'll be making an office for my prison warden, and then just a second office for the next employee that I hire. So I'm gonna need an office desk. Let's see, that looks good. A chair, and then a filing cabinet. And once that's complete, it'll allow the warden to start researching some stuff. So the office is now complete and I can start researching something. That grant I did, the administration center one, will require me to get an accountant, so I'm gonna need to research finance. And then I can just fast forward. Looks like everything here is coming along quite well. Should be done soon. I also zone these rooms. So this can be the holding cell. This can be the kitchen. And, where's the canteen? There it is. This will be the canteen. Now I will need to put a door on this holding cell so the prisoners can't escape. And, though I don't need to, I'll put a bed in here along with a shower head. And I'll give the prisoners a little bit of privacy, because it'd be kind of awkward to watch someone showering next to you as you sleep. In fact, put an extra bed, then a toilet, put a drain in front of that, and then put a bench right here. That's all that we'll need for the holding cell. I'm also going to need to put a few things in the kitchen, but first I'm actually going to put a staff door in here, just so the prisoners can't get into the kitchen and get some tools to dig out with. You gotta be kind of careful about that, because these prisoners definitely want to get out. I wonder why. Then the canteen will need a serving table, a regular table, and a couple benches. We won't need too much for this part, we won't need too many tables, because we're only starting out, but canteens can get pretty huge. But that's why I like to have small ones, so there aren't too many prisoners in there. Having small canteens lowers the chance of a riot, and that's obviously important. Prison riots are very dangerous. Is this too small? Wait. Six by 7. How's that too small? Let's see. Holding cell. Maybe I need to tear down these walls right here. Or maybe at least this one. And if there's no wall, I guess I don't need the drain. Let's see, it looks like finance has been unlocked, so I should probably get to work on building that second office. I'll just use the exact same layout I did for the first one. Get that accountant hired. And once that office is complete, now that grant's been fulfilled, and I've got $10,000. Now, you might notice that there's a lot of these little lightning signs. That means that the prison doesn't have power, and an unpowered prison is a unuseful prison? I don't know. Anyways, so here's the utility screen. I think I'll have a power station right on the outside, just for this first area, and I probably want to tear down, or chop down some of these trees, so dismantle the trees. Kind of a weird way to put it, but whatever. And let's see, I kind of don't like having the power station right next to the walls, because if there's a fire, then, you know, it can spread to the prison and it'll get out of hand very fast. So we'll put a power station and a capacitor right there. And now it's finally time to start running some electrical cable through the prison. And I don't really need to do anything too complicated, because I only have one power station. But once you get multiple power stations, you have to be really careful about not crossing the wires. If you do that, then it'll short out the power for those two generators, and you have to get them all started again. Oh, I haven't hooked this up to the power station. How silly of me. We'll get a couple more capacitors, because... Well, capacitors are what lets the generator hold more power, or give more power. So, that little gauge tells you how much power you're using. I'm not using too much because the prison just started, but it looks like I will need to hook up these two things to the power grid. The cooker and the fridge. Oh wait. Not mean to do that there. Let's see. Well, now that I fixed the holding cell, that's been completed in the grant. So now I need to, let's see, build a shower and a yard. I'll just use, you know what? I'll use a brick wall for this fence so I don't have to be replacing it. Now I'll definitely need a door to get into the yard. Because, I mean, what's the point of a yard that you can't get into? I should also be telling my warden to research some stuff, so... First I'll do micromanagement and prison policy. Micromanagement lets you kind of control how stuff is distributed throughout the prison. And prison policy is what lets you, like, change the punishments for the prisoners. And since this is a maximum security prison, I'll probably need some pretty strict punishments. And what in the world is that? Do y'all see that? It has a big door. So, let's see. Where the yard is right here. Now, you don't have to put anything in the yard and... Oh man, did I... Oh. Crap. Looks like I kinda screwed up the whole sizing of this. But whatever. I meant to have it be 24 by 24 and it's actually 22 by 24. Guess I should have paid better attention. But, you know what? It's not a big deal. And what should I put in the yard? A weights bench would be a good idea, so the prisoners can get some exercise, so we'll get a couple of those in there. And, let's see. I'm going to have a few pathways at the end of the yard, or at the end and at the middle of the yard, just so prisoners and staff can get through a bit quicker. Let's see, so this is 24, so... Alright, so the water droplets means I need to add in a water pump station. Now, the water pump station behaves just a bit differently than the electrical. There's two types of pipes you need for the water... Oh wait, I should probably pause. There's two types of pipes you need for the water pump station. There's large pipes, which costs a lot more. They keep flowing at a steady rate, but prisoners can also dig through them. And there's small pipes, which prisoners can't dig through as quickly, but you can't have as much water going through them. So, I think, why can I not put the thing right there? Looks like I'll just put this right here for now. And have it kind of flow alongside the other one. And I'm thinking, should I have it go through here or go through the building? I think I'm gonna have it go through the building. It'll be helpful if I decide to put a few fire sprinklers in, because fires are very dangerous in Prison Architect. Now I have a few small pipes for these things. The toilet, shower, and sink. Yeah, and this also needs electricity, but I hooked up I put it on the wire just for that reason. Oh wow, it looks like it started to rain. So there's a low temperature thing right here. Prisoners will get cold and they don't like that when it's raining. And then it can get hot and they'll get all sweaty and angry. You gotta make sure that everyone's comfortable. Now I'll need to hire a couple cooks. And, oh, I appear to have run out of money. But I had planned for this, so I'll go and sell all of these logs. That's better. nothing to worry about. So, 2 guards. And I'm not going to have a dedicated shower for the prison, so for now, just to fulfill the grant, I'll make this tiny, useless shower right here, right in the middle of the hallway. So, this is where my reception area is going to be, and I guess I don't need too big of a door for it, since prisoners are only going to be going in there once. Then, put a little paving stone right there, just because I like my floors to look all nice and consistent. Let's see. I'll zone out the reception area now. And the reception area needs an office desk, a table, and a chair. So, put a couple tables right there. Office desk right here. And then I'll have a few extra chairs, just so the prisoners will have a place to sit while they wait to be assigned to a cell. Oh yeah, and that grant must have completed, so I can finally get rid of the weird shower. And let's see, I guess in this first episode we'll also get to work on building the cell block. How much is that going to cost? Oh boy, $13,000. Well, I guess we can get this Cell Block A grant, which requires a 15 prisoner capacity. And since the cell block right here can hold 20 prisoners, that should work well. In fact, I think I'm just gonna build the cell block out first, so I have a bit of money. And I'll also need to have the hallway built up. So, get to work, everyone. Drop down those trees. Well, that's complete, and now... Oh yes, that's complete too, but... Okay, why is it being built so slow? And... Now... I don't want any lights being built on the walls, because that would be kind of a waste of money. In fact, actually, you know what? No lights are going to be built for now. I'll just... Oops. I'll do that when the cells are designed. So, I guess I better get to work on designing a cell. So, I'll do this little L-shaped thing right here. And then, let's see. So, the cells, a basic cell needs a bed and a toilet. But I also like to have showers in the cells because prisoners like privacy. And I can't really blame them for that. So... Oh yeah, and I will also need a drain so all that shower water doesn't flow out. That'd be kind of gross, wouldn't it? I think right here is going to be a fine place for a light. Now I can start cloning the cells. So I'll put a couple lights right here, and now I can start doing the clone utility for the cells, which will let me build a few of them really quickly. Come on, and how much did that cost? 15,000. Hopefully we'll still have enough money to get the utilities put in. Let's see. So these pipes can run about 20 meters, but it looks like that will not be enough. I don't like putting large pipes in the cell blocks, but it looks like it'll be kind of necessary at this point. I'll lay these small pipes out in this fashion. I'm laying the small pipes out in this fashion because I kind of like the way it looks. And it just, I don't know, it looks kind of well organized in my opinion. The pipes are being laid out lengthwise because if they're done in a kind of a vertical way, then you gotta actually run large pipes, and that is a big pain and a big risk, because prisoners will dig through their toilets with like spoons and wooden pickaxes, and you don't want them escaping because that's bad. You know, what kind of prison should be escaped from? That was a very weird sounding sentence. Oh, and I also need to put in an electrical cable, so we'll just run that through here. And where are the lights? Oh, those didn't get installed, did they? Well, then, I'll put a few right here, and a few right here. Now the prisoners won't have to sleep in the darkness. Although, I guess if you're sleeping, you do kind of want it to be dark. Well, they won't have to live in darkness, and that's good. Gotta have some cells zoned out, and oh, looks like a bit of an opening has been created. And that area is actually not done, but we'll just put a large jail door right here, and right here. Let's see, do we have any, oh yeah, we got 8 max security prisoners available. And a cell capacity of 10. Or a prisoner capacity of 10. Alright. So, looks like I'll need to hire a security chief now, but I don't have enough money to do that. That's not good. The early part of this game is a bit stressful because you have to be really careful with how you spend your money. But then again, the late game is also a bit stressful because you might be managing like 800 prisoners, and it can get very out of hand. But it's also very fun. And it looks like we've completed the grant. So I guess we can build this area up. So this is going to be where the canteen goes, the kitchen, then utilities. I might not need the utilities at this point, but it helps have them. Ooh, it is cold out. 44 degrees, or 7 Celsius. That does not sound very pleasant. And, oh, I gotta get these hooked up. Gotta have running water. Now, the last utility we're going to be installing is the water boiler, and that can go right here. Looks like it's good a place as any. And that'll also need some electricity, which I shouldn't forget. Let's see, this will hold 16 people, but we've actually got 20. So, ooh, wait, no, stop that. Let's see, dismantle this, dismantle that, and don't build that. I guess I should have these done, have these built horizontally, maybe? Whoops. I guess that'll work. I might actually move this so people can walk through without an issue. So, hot water heater is done, and I'll have this run along the showers, so the prisoners don't have to take cold showers, because, you know, cold showers fucking suck. I hate those. And I'll also have the sink hooked up to the hot water, because that'll let my dishes be washed quicker. Because prisoners can be very messy eaters, you know. I mean, I've never actually been to prison, but, you know. Now, to finish this episode off, we're going to build a solitary block, which will, like, prisoners go solitary when they do stupid shit. So, oh, hold on. I just realized that design is a bit bigger than it needs to be. Let's see, whoa. I think this is where most of these are 2x2. And my solitary cells will be pretty similar to the other ones, just solitary, I guess. So, well, it looks like my prison in its most basic form will be complete. So, if you like this series, then I encourage you to give me a like, or comment, or subscribe. Any of that stuff is much appreciated. Follow my Twitter for video updates, and have an awesome day.